Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have an update for you for my Panda palette. And once again, I'm happy with the progress that I made. So let's take a look at it. I'm filming a few days early, but I just wanted to get this up. So starting off with my Amuse palette right here. My hope was to finish off the gray and the blue shade on this one, so let's take a look at what it looked like last time. And this is where we are right now. And as you can probably see, the blue and the gray shade are both done, so let's go through the shades. Starting off with that gray shade, I used that an additional 13 times for me to be able to finish it off. Used that a lot kind of in my outer V, basically every single time of those 13, I'm pretty sure. And it took me 177 uses in total to finish that one off. So a lot of uses, a lot of dedication. It was a huge pad as well, as you can see, but we got that done. Then the red shade was the one that I was hoping to focus in on a little bit more this month. I used that one 13 times as well. I got a little bit distracted with some Panda's eyeshadow shades and those type of things. But I do have hope that if I full on focus in on this one, I might be able to either finish it off or just be really, really close to finishing it off. And over the last week or so, I've basically had this on my lid pretty much every single day, kind of like I have right now as well. I have the yellow pigment on top of it, and it kind of makes it a bit of like more reddish on the outside, but on the inside it goes from yellow to like more orangey, and then it's a bit more red. So I'm loving that combo, like those warm shades. That really is my thing, and I'm really excited to finally be able to do those type of looks without like the cool tones interfering. And be able to do it during fall time, which is not something that I have been able to do very often with my Panda palettes, because they are the shades that I normally tend to focus on first. I managed to not do that this time around, so that's nice. Then of course we have the blue shade as well. I used that an additional 6 times to finish it off, last time being today, because I still had the tiniest bit left in the corner and I couldn't just let that be there and still have it be there for this update. So I put that in my crease today, kind of as my transition type of thing. So you'll see that like the outside is a bit more cool tone. Not what I would want to go for, but at the same time it kind of works, so it's okay. And then lastly, for the blue, 91 uses in total. Now I'm at 85 for my red shade, and it's definitely not gonna be another 6 more uses and then it will be done, but that's because the blue I have used more in my crease, I'm pretty sure, whereas the red I'm using more on my lid, and I just pick up less because it's a different type of brush when I'm using it on my lid. Then of course we still have the blush as well, and that one I've used 25 times since the last time, bringing me to a total of 331 uses. And I hope you can actually see that pan has expanded quite a bit. I have started, especially over the last week, I've been in Spain for the last week on a holiday with my parents, my sister and my husband, and I didn't bring a whole lot of palettes with me, of course, so this was one of them, because I wanted to make some nice progress on it still. And I've been using this as kind of my transition crease shade, blended in with the gray from my other palette that's in this Panda palette as well. And I think that helped me really expand the pan, especially going towards this side. I'm trying to work towards the edge there, because with my kind of like blending brush that I'm using to put that in my crease, I still can get to that part really easily, whereas with my blush brush, getting to that part isn't as easy. So I can focus my blush brush a little bit more on this side, and like when I'm using it as an eyeshadow, I'm focusing more on that side. So that's what I've been doing. Did I already say 25 uses, 331 uses in total? I think I did. But yeah, there definitely is still a good bit of product left as well. So I don't see this being done by the end of the year. The red shade I think I can do. This one I might have to like repress, maybe even together with my other palette that I'm going to show you now, because I have an empty pan in that one, as you guys know. So other palette that I'm working on is my Catrice the the Seasons Must Have. The Seasons Must Have. I keep forgetting. Let's take a quick look at what that one looked like last time. And here I was hoping to get to the corner of that gray shadow specifically, and then once I finished off the dark gray, I wanted to move to the like burgundy eggplant type of shade. This is where we are right now. And well, as you can see, I did not get to the corner of that gray shade. I'm definitely getting close to it. But it's fairly hardly pressed in here. It's going to take me forever to get through all of that. It's probably going to take me almost all of next year to get through all of that. But let's go through the shades here as well, starting off with shade number 1, the burgundy shade. I have used that an additional 5 times. I have that in my outer feed today as well. It's a bit powdery, so I noticed that when I kind of like try to blend out the darkness of it a little bit, it tends to disappear a little bit. As you can see, like it's not overly dark in my outer corner right now. So I need to play around with that a little bit more now that I can like properly focus in on it. But very excited because this works way better with like my with my warmer shades that I'm trying to use on my lids than like the dark gray did. So I'm looking forward to using this one more. The 5 additional times brings me to a total of 51 uses on this one at the moment. I'm using it kind of with a pencil brush at the moment, so it's not moving overly quickly, but I'm definitely hoping I can show you some nice expanded pen on that one by next time. Then the gray shade I've used an additional 20 times. I think I've used other stuff in my crease like a few times as well, considering I've used the blush 25 times. Like that means I've probably done my makeup 25 times as well. Pretty sure my Penose eyeshadows got in the way of me using that like every single day as well, but 20 times still is a good amount of uses. And especially like I already hit pan at the top right here, and I thought that it would have expanded a little bit more than it did, but maybe it's just that the part at the top here is getting a little bit hard panned or something, but it's moving. So maybe you can see better in the photos, because I haven't really looked at where it was exactly last time. It may have moved more than I think it did, but we'll see. Let's see then. Oh no, the gray shade I've used 20 times for me, so I look 89 times right now. This one I already finished, and I'm considering repressing the blush in here once I finished off that red shade, or maybe at the end of the year once we've gone through like the whole year of me making as much progress as I can on these palettes. Then the teal shade I've used once. I was wearing an outfit last week where I felt like maybe going a little bit more cool tone would be nice. So I put this on my lid and then still had the yellow pigment with it, so it wasn't like full on cool tone, but more cool tone than with the red at least. And that one time brings me to a total of 12 uses on this guy. And here you can definitely see that difference as well. I feel like even with one use, the pen may have expanded a little bit, like almost more so than 5 uses on this guy, just because I'm using a bigger brush on this one, like a proper, like putting it on my lid type of thing, whereas this one I only dip in with a pencil brush once or twice and then I put it on my outer corner. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this one actually starts moving quicker than this one. Especially once I finished off the red shade, and these are my only Panda palette eyeshadows that are left, which is actually interesting to think about. But we're nearing the end of the year. I'm not going to have this finished by the end of the year, so yeah, that is it. I have less and less shadows to talk about. Next time there's only 4 shadows for me to talk about, possibly even 3. Let's talk goals for next time. I want to like full on focus in on that red shade now. Hoping to, I don't want to force myself to use it every single day, but I want to get at least 20 uses on it, if not more, and hopefully I will be really close to finishing it, if not completely having it finished at that point. And then since I started using the blush as an eyeshadow relatively often as well, I'm hoping to be able to finish off at least part of like what's left on here and just expand the pan in general, of course. Then for my Catrice palette, main thing is that I want to actually hit the corner on that gray shade, and apart from that just have some nice expansion on the burgundy shade. The teal shade I'm not too worried about yet. I think that that's just going to be one that I'm going to be focusing more on next year, because I know that that one is not going to be finished by the end of this year. unless I start eating that eyeshadow, but that's not the plan. So yeah, I think that's all. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope to see you in one of my next videos. Bye bye.